Welcome to the first devlog. Today what we're going to be looking at is a UI screen that I implemented with a combination of some advanced code from ChatGPT, which has assisted with the saving mechanics, and I will be tweaking that on my own later in the future to customize it to save other aspects of the game and work on certain aspects like time and things like that. What I mostly focused on was getting the mechanics I needed for the actual thing. So if we pop into the engine right now for the scene, we can see that we have basic moving mechanics. This is just something my friend actually implemented a while back, so I was able to get that all working, and I'm going to be updating the character texture and actually add animations and stuff when I have some time to actually do that. Animations, I do have some courses on animation back when I was in high school, so I should be able to animate something. I have animated some stuff with a sprite before, so it's just a matter of having time to do it with. We go ahead and open up the pause menu by pressing escape. We can see that right now the text isn't the best. I want to see if I can't improve that in the near future. Hopefully I can create my own character sets through like images or something like that. I want to look more into that in the future of the game development and see if it's possible with Godot. If it is, then I'm going to be probably creating my own character set for the game and then replacing the text for these somehow. The other thing is there's a resume button, save button, load button, and quit button. The quit button obviously quits the game. Part actually is pretty easy to do. If we go ahead and go up here, we can go ahead and press save. So this will save certain variables and stuff to a config file. What that will do is it will allow me to load it in later on. So if we go all the way down to the intersection down here, we can go ahead and load, and it'll bring us back to the location that we were. This will be tied into a lot of other mechanics in the future, things like saving the time of day, the date, other aspects as well. All that will be saved to a config file, and that particular mechanics has been assisted through ChatGPT. I've been able to get something that was working because it was pretty advanced for me still at this point to implement it myself, but I will be tweaking the code as I progress into integrating it into what I need for the game itself. So there's definitely some stuff. I have made some changes to the functions that it provided, so I have more support for what I need later on. And we can't move while we're in the pause screen, which makes sense when you're actually pausing something. I will be linking the variable that I'm using to test for this menu through a lot of other scripts, which will allow me to make sure that things actually do pause. So things like other entities moving, things like that, those should all stop when that menu is open. So given that I have it set up through the player already, I can very mimic the mechanics of that in other script quite easily. All the textures that I have been working on for this particular map and scene is basically created in mostly, I would say, paint.net. A lot of the other features here, for example, the grass for the tiling and stuff like that, and even this part, the concrete, those have been made in a sprite. So I was able to get that nice tiling texture where it's not like too invasive and stuff like that, where it's like too repetitive and stuff. So that was done through A-Sprite through their tiled feature, so that really helped with actually designing the texture and stuff like that. Other aspects like the pothole and some of the lines and stuff like that, a lot of were made in paint.net, just some basic textures and stuff. And I do have another scene that I can show you. If we go to the interior one, so I have just a demo interior here, slowly working on actually making this a interior scene. So it's just kind of like a demo for testing. I'll be working on lighting next, so I wanted something to actually work with for an interior, and right now that's basically the mechanics that I have at the moment, but it's coming along pretty good. I think it'll take some time to actually implement all the things that I want in here, kind of figure out what's going on, and plan out how things are going to be placed, added, removed, how textures are updating. So there's a lot of things that I want to add that will take some time to learn and understand for the mechanics and stuff like that. But as I progress in coding, it will definitely make it easier for me to start coding things on my own, not rely so heavily on ChatGPT for understanding the code itself. So I will be hopefully able to come up with my own methods and ideas for how things should be structured as I get more familiar with the code itself. But other than that, that's all that I have for today's vlog. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, let me know what your ideas and suggestions for the game are, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.